Alright guys, today is September 26, 2025, and we are back again with a trade recap. Yesterday we passed our eval, so was very excited today. We risked down since it is a Friday. Um Not that much movement other than the first 20 minutes of New York Open. And so yeah, let's get into it. So market open, I marked out our session highs and lows. You already know the deal. We swept these highs already. And sorry. What was my daily bias today? To be honest, I didn't have bias today, but I had condition. Okay? So here we're just consolidating. Um yeah, we're just consolidating. What I should have done was AMD, right? Accumulation, the manipulation, and then distribution, which was in my head, but I just didn't have an entry, and I'll show you guys that. Or maybe there was, and I was too late, or I didn't see it. But this is what trade recaps are for. Let's see our mistakes. We can journal and all that stuff, right? Okay, let's just see. Maybe fair value gap here. Oh yeah, it was this. Definitely it was this. Yes. Okay, so my trade should have been the same exact thing as yesterday, where we literally just inversed in the more like market open and enter. But the difference with this is we had no high time frame here. Like here, there's no fair value gap to respect this manipulation, so it could have exactly just been a move up, right? We had this 5 minute that's been filled. Oh, maybe this one. Yes, it is this one. So the problem with this is I trade on my phone. I don't trade on my computer, and I cannot see this far out. Like I can literally only see up to here on my phone. But that's a human error, I believe, and not a model error. So I'll take that as my fault. But yeah, let's just see what happens here. We're in the 2 minute, and let's see. Okay. Let's take this out for now. So market open, we pushed high. Right here, wait, our condition. Oh yeah, this was our condition. I did see this. So this 15 minute was my condition. If we close lower, I'm bearish. If we close higher, I'm bullish, right? And so, yeah, let's see what price does. Price moves up. Keeps going up. We manipulate high. So we swept. For me, on the 5 minute, I guess we swept this, but I don't like that. I like the swing high, you know? This wasn't really a swing high for me on the 5 minute. And then we could have inversed down. That's why I didn't really like this entry for us. So boom, the 15 minute. What do we see? We move, price moved higher, closed above, and then we dumped. Right, so I don't know, like here, my bias was bullish, but we just dumped completely, right? We ended up inversing this. And so boom. For here, what I could have done is, yeah, maybe I could have looked at this, the swing high. I mean, it's not really a swing high, that's why I didn't take it. So maybe it could have been here, right? We swept internal, sorry, yeah, we swept internal high, and then we we displaced lower. And so when we displaced lower like this, a v-shaped displacement, this is what I meant where I didn't really see an entry. 5 minute, no fair value gap to inverse, no, nothing on the 3, nothing on the 2. There was one at the 1 minute, which was this. And damn, if I entered off that, literally no, what is this called? No drawdown at all. So we closed here, could have entered maybe like some drawdown, but that's basically nothing. Target these lows or even our, or even this, yeah, this low. These equal lows, right? We could have just targeted that, and then boom, that would have been a what? And then swing high, target all the way here. That's already a 4.35 RR. This one's a what? Where is it? 5.44 RR. So that would have been a crazy first trade on our past funded account. I just didn't see it at this time. You know, I just didn't see it. And that's human error. We as traders, we are supposed to react to what market gives us, and that's what market gave me. I didn't react, and that's my fault. Okay, so boom, we did end up disrespecting this. Oh my god, let me draw it again. This 15 minute, we ended up disrespecting it. So I was like, okay, maybe our bias was low and the drawdowns are the lows, right? And so yeah, boom. What do we have here? I'll just play price for now. Can't quite remember. Yeah, we just continued lower all the way to our TP and passed it. So damn, I really gotta look out for that, especially in the early times of the session, because price moves pretty quick in the early, and then after it just chops and chops. Like it chopped here a little bit, but you know. But let's keep going. So boom, we finally hit a low, and pretty nice displacement higher. Right now we're displacing higher. Here I also had a second trade, but my bias was bearish now. But there was a bullish what's it called, bullish move. Here I have a 5 minute, right? We respected the 5 minute, and so literally you can just look for it inverse. There was one in the 1 minute, 2 minute. Wait, where's the leg? Right here. Okay. 2 minute there was one. 3 minute there was one. 5 minute there was one right here. And so you could have, you know, entered off the 5, but I was bearish and it was already moving up. So with this leg, it was probably best to do 3 minutes, I believe. Yeah, entered off this, you know. Here, let's just show it as an example. If you were bullish today, maybe this is what you did. Oh, yeah, I didn't like this. Swing low would have been low here. And then what? The target was the 5 minute, 15 minute maybe. 5 minute. Let's say 5 minute. That 5 minute fair value gap. And then you probably would have hit. Yeah. So maybe you should have entered on the 2. Even on the 2 is pretty high. 1 minute, you know. Anyways, that's not our trade. That wasn't our bias. Let's not, you know, let's not think of it. Let's focus on what we traded today. Okay. So, like I said, we had a 5 minute here. We also had a 15 minute. I'm just gonna scale down to the 5 just to be more accurate with price. Okay. So yeah, we had a 5-minute fair value gap here, right? And then I see that we respected it, and I was bearish today. So what did I see? On this whole leg, we have a 5-minute inverse, but if we closed here, which will happen right now, like our RR would be so horrible because our stops has to be on that swing high. So what did I do? I was bearish. I was pretty confident. I just entered off this 1-minute inverse, and boom, right, enter off that. I was targeting these equal lows right here. I think I entered off the 2-minute. Yeah, 2-minute. The 3-minute I didn't like because it was kind of big, but I guess we did it. We have the 2-minute, and then I wanted to target these equal lows and possibly our swing low for the day for New York. I'll display price right here. I wanted to go break even at least here. Well, I guess we didn't really have a break even. It's literally RTP. So let me take this out for now. Yeah, RTP. I thought we were just gonna go straight to it, but you know, we didn't. We had to retrace, and I was like, do I go break even now or let price, you know, play out? So what did I do? I waited for this 5-minute. This 5-minute fair value got built, was presented itself, and what did I see? It displaced lower, so I was like, okay, perfect, that's what I wanted to see. I didn't have to go break even or move my stops. But since we didn't have a break even target before, I just targeted this as my break even, right? That's why I put this. So boom, we go down, go up again. We didn't, my stops are still up that high. We are yet to hit this break even point until here. So boom, I hit break even just like that. And you know, it disrespected this break even twice already, or this price value, and I feel like when it does that I should just take my profits, but I just thought the draw on liquidity was that equal lows here or the swing low for the day. You know, I was bearish, and price just completely went up after, and I hit break even, and I was like, damn, is price just gonna take me as liquidity, like sweeping these lows or these highs and then continue lower? It did kind of, but then we went back up. So that was our first trade. We hit break even. I think it was like $13 break even, so that's literally nothing. And so boom, I just kept reading price, and then I see we respected this 5-minute, right? We respected this 5-minute, and what did I see? We had a not a 5-minute. We had a 3-minute to inverse this. I was like, okay, we respected. I looked for the highest in fair value gap we can inverse on the leg, which was the 3-minute, right? And then boom, we closed below. I just wanted a better RR, so I just waited for a pullback, and then I entered. I don't know why it's all the way there, but okay, I don't want to do that. Yeah, it was like that. So boom, we entered. Our targets are still that swing low. You know, if we retest this and we don't break, I was gonna take profit. That's what I was thinking. At least on the third try. The second try, I didn't think about that. Third try, if we hit this, I'll take it. And then what happened? Price just chopped. for a bit here. And I notice I keep getting caught on chop. We were green a little bit here. I just wanted our TP, you know. Trust our model, trust the model. And then boom, it's back to break even. I was like, damn, should I just go? At this point, I said, should I just take this out and be green on the day? On our first day with the eval. This was plus above 100 for sure around here. This is with 5 micros, by the way. So I de-risked from 10 to 5. I think I'm gonna stay at 5. I like the numbers that I was seeing when I was trading, and I don't think it was like crazy safe, but yet not risky. But yeah, we just chopped, and then wait, what? Why is it only up to here? We chopped, and then finally the leg, we hit our stops. So our first day on our funded, we lost. And price, I don't know what price did now. But yeah, we lost. Let's see where it is at now though. 55. Yeah, lunch it just kept coming up. Wow. All the way up. Yeah. Today was, I think, you know, price action wasn't that bad actually. Just that sometimes price did chop, which is normal. Can't just be great moves all the time, right? So what did I learn today? To be honest, I just gotta be clear on, like, even this. Should have seen this first move, the first trade idea. But with my trade overall, I think on the first one, that one was a solid trade. I managed my losses pretty well, hitting break even. On the second one though, I feel like I could have been better. Like at least why I entered off the 5 minute when I should have waited for a swing at least. Like take this out and then continue lower. Maybe we had like enough liquidity to hit our equal low targets here, or even the swing low. Yeah, and I feel like most of our drawdown key levels were already hit at this point for sell side, and there was just no more reason for me to enter. I feel like somewhat in me, I felt like I did need to revenge trade, or I didn't need to. I just revenge traded out of like old habits, you know. And it's fine, you know, we're human, but that can be, like I said, it can be our only excuse. But yeah, that is our trade for the day. To be honest, I'm not mad at myself. For me, I managed my position pretty well, and I trusted my model. It just didn't work today, or I just didn't execute at an A plus setup today. Other than the first one, I think the first one was really solid. The second one, meh, you know, could have been better. But yeah, I'll show you my PNL. We are down 271 for the day. Am I gonna see this again next week? No, I don't think I'm gonna hit red next week. Maybe once or twice, but I'm gonna see more greens. Definitely more greens. Monday we have some news. Tuesday, we're definitely gonna trade Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We all have news next week, so another great week to trade. It is October next week. Hey, it's October, my dudes. Type shit. Yeah. October next week. I feel like October. I don't know why. Maybe I'll just say it out just to manifest. I feel like I will get a payout October. I don't want to say crazy plans right now where I want to scale, do this and that. Let's go step by step, right? Let's not pressure ourselves. I think step by step ways the wave. Like yesterday, I wanted to buy another XFA to get our get more accounts, get more profits, obviously. But I think I'm gonna stay with one account, get a payout, and then scale from there. Cause then I proved myself that I'm profitable, that I can get payouts, and yeah, I feel like October is gonna be hopefully our first payout month. And yeah, that's my trade for today. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good weekend. See you guys next week. Peace.